So this question came about because somebody, was upset that I exist, and they said, "Oh, you must not think highly of the institution of marriage." And I was like, "No, I don't. Like, of course, I don't think highly of the institution of marriage." Um, and then this person, different person, in good faith, asked me this, and I just found that quite interesting because I've never really. I don't know if anyone's ever asked me this question before, and I am kind of a marriage and wedding and everything associated with that hater, um, despite being married myself. And I guess like I don't really see positives. I don't really get the point of marriage, for one, in the world that I live in the society that I live in. Because like when my husband and I got married, literally nothing changed. The one thing did change, and that was my surname. But we didn't need to get married for me to do that. And it's amusing because like growing up, I was like, ew, as if I'd get married, as if I would take a man's name. What? And then I met my now husband, and I was like, oh my God, you have such a good surname. I would like to take that. But yeah, I didn't need to get married to do that. I could have just done it anyway. But yeah, nothing changed for us. So in the world that we live in, I don't really see the point, for one. But the other thing is like it's a completely misogynistic institution. Um, Marriage historically has always been about buying and selling women. It's like legalized SW, which is wild because I spent my whole life having to defend the work that I do, but everyone's always obsessed with people getting married. And like, it's just not in women's best interest to be married. Like, statistically, women are worse off when they get married and men are better off. Men gain something when they get married, women lose something. So like, it's not in my best interest that I am married, but I am. So why am I? Good question. Good follow up. Yeah, look, I was young, and I think that, like, I often say I regret getting married. I regretted it fairly soon after we did get married. Actually, there's a particular moment that made me regret it. But the one thing I don't regret is the person I chose to do it with. Like, I'm still with my partner. I adore him every single day. I'm like so grateful that he is in my life. So absolutely, like, wouldn't change that. But being married is just not. It's just not my bag. Like, being called a wife still makes me cringe to this day. Calling him my husband feels weird. Like, it's just not for me. And I hate that I have to say this, but of course, this is not shade to people who are married and who love being married or who want to get married. Like, if that's your jam, go nuts. It's just not mine.